Whether you're starting uni after finishing school or have spent many years gaining life experience before returning to study, uni can seem, well, different. This can be both challenging and exciting. To help you start to get a feel for what uni is like, and in particular how it might differ from being at school, we're going to ask some uni students about their experiences and some of the differences they noticed.
The biggest difference between university and school would be that it's self-directed learning, so you're in charge of your own study. At school you've got a teacher telling you when assignments are due or checking how you're going with things, where at university you've got to take charge of your own learning. And they'll give you all the assignments at the beginning of the semester and you've just got to keep on track yourself. The support services are there if you need them, but it's more adult, you've got to go out and find them if you need those services. It's not someone over your shoulder the whole time.
What stood out for me from uni being so different from school, there's no kind of strict teacher-student relationship. It's, you have your lecturer-student relationship and it's more of a wavy line and not a line that you can't cross. So you're able to interact more with your lecturers, which I thought was really good. It helped me a lot during the year, and it just makes it much more easier to be able to know that you can approach the lecturer and just say, hey, I'm stuck, or hey, can you give me help on this?
The difference between uni and school is just one thing is class size, which is here you might be at class, which is lecture halls, maybe more than 100 students, which is even hard to grasp everything and just every point that the teacher speak. And it's hard even to ask in front of those all students. And sometimes even you couldn't find like an opportunity to ask the teacher face to face. So there might be many students who are asking the teacher, so even you need to have a courage even to ask in front of these old students. So this is one difference between the uni and school. The other thing is just also the lectures it's not compulsory. Most of lectures are not compulsory. So it's voluntary, so you need to manage yourself to go to every lecture because you have to attend lectures in order to know everything what you have learned.
When I started out at uni, I realised very quickly that there would be a big transition in terms of the quality of work required. So I found things like essays were a lot more rigorously marked and required a fair bit more in terms of referencing and a much stricter sort of structure. So starting out, I found it really important to seek advice about how to better write essays and better respond to the questions that were being asked. There was also a big transition in terms of learning how to manage my time properly. So at school, you have a bell, you go there from 9 till 3. At uni, there's no such strict timing. You might have a 4-hour break in the middle of the day, and you're expected to use that time in a way that helps to support your study and really motivate your own learning. So for me, that was a really big transition between high school and university.
Well, first is like the compulsory part of it. You have to go to school, you have to go that, where in classes you have online lectures and all that kind of stuff. So if you happen to miss a day because you're sick or for some other reason, you have the online support to help you. Also in school your classes range from 20 kids or something to where a lecture can range from 200 to 300 kids. So it's very different in that way.
At uni, there are different types of people from different backgrounds. Even you might find some international students, which is good. You will share different culture, just different personality, you just different. Even the lecturers are from different places, so you can have different, you grasp different cultural and situation and the environment. Even it's good.
At school, at university, I found I was expected to do a lot more outside of class. I may have had 3 hours a week for a class, but each course they expect you to put in 10 hours, inclusive of those 3 hours. So that meant 7 hours a week I was expected outside of class to be doing my readings or assignments or things like that.
So, as you've heard, uni does differ from school in a number of ways. You have to be independent and be willing to embrace and develop new ways of thinking and learning. This can be a challenge, yes, but a very exciting one, which can open many new and amazing doors in the future.